if you guys are following me on Snapchat, you may have seen me post about this a couple of, I don't know, it's probably been about a month and a half, but sometimes I drive Torrey's Malibu, which we park down here in this parking lot. We live up there on the 25th floor now, but and it just really inspired me and kind of, I'm getting emotional about this. It humbled me to let me know that I can go from this to that. It's crazy, you know. When I started, I'll hop back in the car because it's cold. But you know, I put this on Snapchat the other day, and it was dark out. But I was like, man, I gotta go live and show them this video of this truck, because a lot of you don't know my story. You know, I started my senior year of high school as an entrepreneur, and you know, I decided that I wasn't going to be a chemical engineer. I took AP Chemistry, aced it, all the way through school, was going to be a chemical engineer. And my senior year of high school rolled up, and for whatever reason, I saved up some money. I'd been working part-time jobs, and I decided I was going to go mow grass, right? I did it when I lived in Indianapolis. Plug my phone in real quick so it doesn't die. I did it when I lived in Indianapolis when I was like 13, right? Everybody mows grass when they're a little kid to make some extra money. And I said, you know, I'm going to do that. Got 3 part-time jobs, and it's not fun, right? Working at the pizza place and working at the lumber yard and bussing tables and all that kind of shit. So I literally did to take $300. I borrowed $100 from my mom, $100 from my grandma, and $100 that I had saved up from my part-time jobs. And I went and bought a Walmart weed eater, a Walmart push mower, and that old rusted pickup truck. It's just crazy, man. It's so similar to it. 89 F-150, and this was in 2007. And you have to realize that I come from very humble beginnings. When I was a newborn, the home that my mom and my dad took me home to, they had to carry engine parts, like greasy engine parts, out of the living room when they moved in. So it wasn't the greatest neighborhood. You know, my dad busted his ass and moved us out to the suburbs when we got a little bit older. But I've just always had this work ethic in me. And you've probably got that same thing in you if you're trying to get started on this entrepreneur journey, or maybe you're already on it. But I just want to tell you that if I can, you know, I turned down football scholarship, like it was ludicrous, it was crazy. Most people would say, DJ, you're crazy for turning down that opportunity, but I just knew who I was in my heart, and I just had to listen to that. And that's what I want for you. I want you to understand that it doesn't matter what your mom says, your dad says, your school teachers or principals or your friends. I used to get ridiculed so bad, right? I'd be out mowing grass and friends would drive by and honk, and I'd get picked on because I'd wear my, you know, Yard Smart lawn care and landscaping shirts to school. But I knew in my heart that I was doing the right thing for me, that I was going places and that I was going to be successful, because I believed in myself when no one else did. So I went to college for a year and a half, a local community school, just to try to make my mom happy. It didn't work out. I wanted to take business finance, 300 level business finance class, and they told me that I needed to take history of rock and roll. So I was like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Dropped that and went on to just continue to build my business. And what's so cool about that is that entrepreneurship allows you to grow and to become something that a lot of times you don't even know what it's going to be. When you start out, you don't understand where you're going. Sorry for the close-up. You don't understand where you're going. You don't understand what you're doing. Lock the car real quick. It's crazy. I don't do a lot of live YouTube stuff, but for some reason I just want this. I feel like YouTube does a better job on storing live videos. But you know, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know where I was gonna go with my life. I just knew that I wanted to be successful and I wanted to own a business. And while all my family members told me that I was crazy because, you know, I was going to go mow grass for a living. I told them that I was going to build a business. That's what I've done over the past 10 years. I grew my landscape business to about $3 million in revenue, sold it. Now we're in the process of growing the power washing and holiday lighting business. Along the way, I took a bunch of seasonal businesses and added them together to make Easy Pro, which was a year-round company. Sorry for the noise. But I took a bunch of seasonal businesses, and along the way, I did a partnership with my buddy Chris. We did a flight training school. I bought out other power washing companies. I bought other landscaping companies. And one thing has always proved true is that if you can believe in yourself when no one else will, you'll make it. You'll be all right. Because unlike sports, when time runs out, right, the game's over. Whatever the score is, the score. That's the score, and you figure out who wins or loses. Business, it doesn't end until you die or you decide to retire. So I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you to live out whatever crazy ambition you might have inside of you. Get over the fear, because often the worst case scenario is not really the worst case scenario, right? When I started my ad agency, my ad tech company, Carroll Media, I was like, what's the worst thing that happens? It fails, and I go back to washing houses. Now I'm, spin this around. I live here all the way up